Hi, I am Mr. Roberts. You may remember me from such epics as Science 7 or the awesome sequel Science 9 and Science 10. I am a professional videographer. Yes, I am. This is my director's viewfinder. Oh, okay then. Well, I was right about one thing. I am Mr. Roberts. I'm not a professional videographer. I'm a science teacher, but I do love making videos, and I'm going to try and spend the next 3 or 4 minutes helping you turn your ideas into the best video that you can have. So, we've already talked about the importance of having a script and having a storyboard ready. So how do we turn that into a moving picture? Well, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need the actors with their scripts learned, ready to go. You're going to need any props that you might need, like flashcards. You're going to need your storyboard written down so that there's no confusion and everyone knows what they're doing in every scene. You're going to need the camera person with a camera or a smartphone that they've practiced with and they can use comfortably. You might need a second device to do some recording. Again, a smartphone will be your best friend here. You might need some other accessories, a tripod to hold the camera or a retort stand from the science lab, with permission of course. You might need some specialty equipment. We've got some green screens you can borrow, or you might need some special lighting, coloured lighting, that type of thing. Lastly, you're certainly going to need a laptop and some basic video editing software to bring the whole piece together for when it's finished. So, let's get started with the filming. What are you going to need? Well, get your actors together with the props and the camera crew and the sound crew so that all the equipment's in the right place ready to go. When you arrive, the actors can begin rehearsing. They should learn where they're going to start, where they're going to finish, how they're going to get from the start to the finish, what are they going to say, which way are they going to look. The camera crew can be getting their equipment ready at the same time. They can decide whether they're going to film from below or above. Make sure that everything fits in the scene and that the actor doesn't suddenly leave the scene or you don't chop someone's head off. It's important not to stand with straight lines directly behind the actors. Try and film in a location where you can truly see the action. When everyone's rehearsed and the sound crew have practiced and the camera crew have practiced, it's time to film your scene. Try and film the entire scene in one take from start to finish. When it's complete, have a quick look at it on the camera's viewfinder, then go and complete the scene again. That way you have 2 shots of the same scene and you can take the best parts and splice them together in your video software part of the project. It's important to place a phone, a spare phone that is, near where the actors are recording to record the sound. That way, if there's background noise near the camera, the actors' voices will be captured by the sound recording. And remember, if you're filming scenes at different locations, film all the scenes for each location at once and then move on to the next location. That's the easiest way. Now it's time for the post-production. So what do we need to do? The first thing is to upload all the files onto one computer. Try and get all the video files and the sound files, keep them in one directory so you know where everything is. If you've got many different scenes, you may have kept a logbook on site at the time to make sure that the file names match with the scenes and the titles of the scenes that you've given each part. Next, you're going to use the video clips and place them on a timeline on the screen. Place the scenes in order. You may decide that you want something like pictures in between the scenes so that you can easily transition from one scene to the next. You may also want titles at the beginning and credits at the end. All of these can be added in this post section with the video. You can use JPEGs or you can use video clips from elsewhere. You might be able to export a PowerPoint, for example, as a set of JPEGs and include those. Once the files are on the timeline, each individual video can be trimmed. You might take parts out of the middle, take parts from the beginning or the end, and the sound files can be trimmed as well. You can unpartner the video and audio files by right-clicking in some programs and disconnect the audio and video. Then you can throw away the audio file that you don't want and insert a new audio file. You can jiggle it from side to side until the sound precisely matches the actor's movements and the actor's words. You can choose all sorts of different transitions, and you can add effects as well. If you've used something like green screen, then you may need to use specialty functions like chroma key to replace the green background with either another video or a picture of your choice. There are various websites you can go to seek help for those sort of applications. YouTube is an excellent place to start. Once you've finished your video and the timelines match and you're happy with the transitions, you should export that file, maybe as an MP4 or even as a DVD, and let someone you trust watch it. Ask them for their honest feedback. Did they understand everything in it? Did the message get across? And did they think that it really is a prize-winning video? If they are friends, they will give you honest criticism and honest feedback. You should use this to make final edits before your project is really finished. Make sure you remember to save your work as you go. There's nothing worse than doing half an hour's work and then it being lost. So always save your files as you move along. Myself and the other teachers that are here may be able to give you some help and support along the way, but YouTube is your friend, as I mentioned before. So, happy filming and good luck with the editing.